You're crazy. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I?
You know when you watch an award show, yeah, and let's say it's the Oscars or the, I don't know what's the English version, whatever it is, but you know what I mean. And the celebrity that's gone on the stage to receive their award goes on there and says, "Oh, I'd like to thank so and so, and I'd like to thank the film directors, and I'd like to thank da 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 and God and Jesus and so forth and so on," right? And everyone's just like, "Yay!" And then they say, "And while I'm here, I would like to talk about climate control or climate whatever it is," yeah. And people are like, what? And then for the next half an hour, right? Maybe not half an hour, but you know what I mean. They're going on about penguins and extinct rhinoceroses and so forth and so on. And people in the audience are going, "Oh, Jesus, wrap it up. Oh, come on. I want to know who won best. I want to hear this claptrap." Yeah. I get that. I really do. I get that. However, and you know that, and you knew this is coming, right? I wouldn't say that person, that celebrity at that time, does not have the right or should not withheld from making their point at that specific time. Just keep it short and sweet, if anything, right? Just, don't go on and on and on, right? And the reason why I say that is because, really and truly say, whilst they are at centre of stage, all eyes are on them, they aren't going to have much better opportunity in which they can express their views. Yeah, if you're going to make a point, you want to make it to a mass audience, and what better mass audience than having millions and millions of people around the world watching the TV program with you on it? You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, no, what? It's not the time or the place," and that they don't have any perspective and they should be talking politics because I just want to watch a show about whatever the show is based around. So if it is about the awards, I just want to watch a show about awards. But again, like I said, whilst they've got your attention, I think that it's reasonable for them to slip in a little this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Because I see on some people say or argue that, if you wanted to if you want to say something political as a celebrity or whatever, yeah, that do it on your own time. And let's be honest. Let's really be honest here. If Celebrity X decided that they wanted to speak out about whatever, yeah, it could be climate control, it could be Black Lives Matter, it could be about the unfair injustice of men and women in acting roles or whatever, yeah. And they said on their own platform, whether it's Instagram or social media, whatever, they came out and said, "On Tuesday, the so and so at 6:00, I'm going to debate or I'm going to express my views on X." I can guarantee the only people that are going to watch that really and truly are either fans or people that have been affected by whatever the topic of discussion is. However, the people that won't be there, yeah, are the people that are what I would say a part of her problem or a part of the issue that she has. They're the people that won't be there, right? Or if there are people that are there who are against what they're saying, they're only there so they can ridicule, find fault, and pick holes and try and use it as some way to debunk their argument. Okay, she said this wrong and she don't know what that means, and then start making their own videos and saying how stupid this celebrity is. You know what I mean? But like I said, for me, using that platform while you're there centre stage, it just makes sense to me. Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? But a lot of people against it. And obviously what we've seen happened with diversity, yeah, obviously they're getting, well, on a grand scheme of things, 15,000 complaints out of millions of people that watch the show is a drop in the ocean. But again, like I says, and this is, and I'm kind of like, I got this from another YouTube creator that I follow, yeah, and I won't call them out because obviously I don't want to get them tied up in my perspectives, yeah. But they were saying what they were saying, which I completely agree with, is that reaching the audience, reaching a mass audience, yeah, you're more likely to tap into the people that you need to hear it, or the people that need to hear what you've got to say, yeah, as well as the people who are going to support you anyway because they're fans, right? And on that premise alone, I say, or I agree that having that platform, like I said, with diversity when they did their show, yeah, their show weren't for black people. It was it's black people already know what's going on, right? But for the small number of white people who got their head in the sand, or it's none of my business, and oh, that's happening in America, that's not happening over here, and it's not just about George Floyd. He's just an example, right? It's something where it's something where they're watching because they're already watching the show, and then this comes on. It's something where are they really going to walk away from the show because 2 or 3 minutes of that show made them feel uncomfortable? Yeah. Now I'm thinking now, as I've said that come out of my mouth, I now can see a lot of people of that ilk going, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll lock off. Yeah. But then that makes me question, why would you lock off? Right? What is it about the topic of conversation that really, let's get to the root. What is it about the topic of conversation that you really makes you feel uncomfortable? Yeah. What is it really about the essence of Black Lives Matter, not the organisation version? Because I know the first thing people are going to argue is Black Lives Matter's Marxist organisation. They're anti-white, or they're what do you call it? Or they're all, I can't remember what the term was, but they're all about violence, and it's all about causing destruction and mayhem and this, that, and the other, right? And I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it again, right? And I'll keep saying it. That's not what the essence of Black Lives Matter is about, right? The essence of Black Lives Matter is simply just equality within a justice system in which certain white individuals who commit atrocities against black people were allowed to walk, or let's say get a light punishment for what they did. Yeah, that was the essence of it, right? It's nothing to do with this Marxist agenda that people keep saying. And then at the end of the day, those people that are coming out with this Marxist agenda and, it's all about rioting and looting and this, that, and the other, that's just what I would say. That's just their counterattack. Yeah? You know what I mean? They don't like the fact that Black Lives Matter as a movement is growing, and that there are people supporting it, and there are people willing to at least listen to a black person's plight, because they just don't want to hear it, or they don't like it. They've caught with these counterattack measurements. Oh, let's call Black Lives Matter Marxist. Yeah, let's focus on the rioting and the looting. Let's put some people out there, and let's capture that one shot of the black person coming out of a shop and make it all about rioting and looting and stuff like that. Yeah, but again, that's another story for another podcast in which I'll go deeper into that. But again, sticking to the topic of this one, yeah, right? Shut up and dance, yeah, or shut up and drive, or shut up and whatever it is. Just shut up and entertain me, right? I'm not fully with that. I'm not fully with that. You know what I mean? And I don't really care what the person's political view is or whatever. But to me, it just makes sense that if you're going to have a big arena, or you're on a big platform, and you're going to have an audience of millions across the board because they like the sport, yeah, then to me, it's a good move. It's a no-brainer, right? And then for anyone to argue that, anyone that's going to argue that, well, I don't want to see that. This is not what I came to see. I wanted to see them perform, or whatever it is. Yeah. That's on you. And that makes me question more about where you're coming from. Yeah. But anyway, I'll end it there. And let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
Yes. Am I? Yes. Am I? Yes.